you guys also you're like, wait, I wanted to talk about a thing. I'm like, oh fuck, well, here we go.
It usually spills into the show anyway.
It sure as fuck does. Yeah. It's rare that we keep any fucking secrets.
Nope.
We probably should sometimes. But anyway.
Maybe.
So I am currently like I with my fucking knee like it is, right? And I think I mentioned last week I was trying to take it way easier. I stopped doing like I was doing a little bit of PT all day long. Like every day, even like I'm in bed, I can't sleep at night, and I'm sitting there fucking flexing and pushing and doing like dragging my heels in the bed and all this dumb shit. And my fucking knee was swollen as a motherfucker, and it just wasn't coming down. It wasn't feeling any better. And I was like, and then even Cassio, who's normally like the fucking crazy world champion tough guy athlete, and he's normally like, man, you got to tough it out, man. He was like, yeah, you're probably overdoing it. You should like chill out for a few days. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'm like, if he says it, then I'm probably fucking up. So I started taking it easier and easier and easier every day, finding ways. I even per Brad Nichols, Warpath Brad, per his advice, he was like, why don't you just use like one crutch for part of the day while you're here, and just on purpose try to have as little abuse as possible of your knee for a day. So for the last couple of days, when I've walked back and cross, to the install bay when I need to, and I've also been like not doing that as much. Like I make calls. I'm like, hey, come over here, and like my knee's just getting exponentially better every day for the last 10 days. So I'm going to keep taking it easy. And, but I mean, I'm still here every day, but man, I'll tell you what, I feel more tired because I'm not doing very much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when you're sedentary, you tend to stay that way. Are you muted, Memphis?
No.
No.
No. You should make like a fucking custom Gately walker.
I shouldn't need it for very long, brother. If I get real fucking old.
I was just saying this the other day when I was walking around my new house. I was like, man, I need a Segway, bro. She get you a Segway, Gately shield on it, acrylic, a couple 6.5s.
4 6.5s on each side.
Sick. So, my one of my sisters broke her fucking leg with a Segway when she climbed off of it. Like she did something wrong with the controls and fucking ran over her leg, broke the fuck out of her leg. It was fucked up. My tiny little.
Them motherfuckers that heck.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked up, man. So I don't know. The guy that invented the Segway, the owner of it, he segwayed his ass off of a cliff and died. You know that, right? You know that story? Yeah. I'm like 99% sure that's a true fucking story. Another one of those, like, I could be wrong, so like gotta be careful. But like I'm pretty fucking sure that I've read that, and I think I have verified that.
I'm sorry, but that shit's hilarious if that's
it is. Segway.
He was trying to do a trick.
Kick flip a Segway.
Segway owner dies on a Segway.
Bro, that's gotta suck. You'd be standing at the pearly gates like, what?
He dies riding off of a cliff. It really happened. It fucking really did. Yeah, I fucking.
Why would you even ride that thing by a cliff?
That's some wild shit. Right? I don't even like to walk by cliffs very much. I'm always holding on to walls and shit and fucking like. Bro, I used to be
steps.
I used to work as a carpenter, and I was in the carpenters union. And on one project back when I was fucking 20 years old, I had gone to the union hall, and I wanted to work in commercial carpentry construction because I could make prevailing wages and it was more steady work and just I had been told it was a better idea, and they were like, hey, we have an opening on a bridge job. Are you good with heights? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking great. And I mean, I had balls, but like I got out there, and I'll tell you what, when I was attached, I was pretty good. It's pretty goddamn good. I could do it. I could do the work. And I was only there for like 2.5 weeks. And when I was tied in, I was great. But apparently I wasn't great because I was like probably having an all day long anxiety attack. It was like, a few hundred feet down. It was like
the Forest Hill Bridge.
No, it wasn't worth it. I mean, that's a gnarly one, dude. When I went one time and I was like real inside. I went peed off of that thing, and when I got to the end, you know, it's got that big heavy cement thing, and it's got the little slabs. So I'm like peeing through that. And you're still having a little anxiety looking over that edge, and it'd be hard to get over that. And fucking, like, you aren't likely to just oops and fall off of that. You're a real fucking idiot if you do that. But
my problem isn't the fall. My problem is the duration of time it'll take me before I hit the fucking ground.
Yeah, Forest Hill Bridge, you'll have a lot to think about.
Yeah, you really review that shit. You might decide you changed your mind and then decide that you wanted to by the time you.
Yeah. They do my autopsy and be like, oh, he actually died right when he fell. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, because I'd be sprayed shit the whole way down.
Yeah, we found his body. The vocal cords were exploded. Like,
we just have a video of Kitty. We couldn't find his body. It was dust.
Yeah, at that point.
If you go down there, right, Forest Hill Bridge is close to me and Ben, right? And it's a fucking beautiful spot, but it's 860 feet, right, Ben? That fucking
I have no idea.
It's way the fuck up there. Very, very high. Tallest bridge in the whole United States, from what I have been told. Again, another one of those, could be wrong. Got to be careful about that.
If you don't know what it is, the beginning of Triple X, Vin Diesel jumps a Corvette off of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what
down there at the bottom of that. There's a manhole cover. Somebody took a manhole cover and threw it off of that, and it's sticking in the fucking rock, and it's halfway in the fucking granite down there. Like,
yeah, that'd be my body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you fucking lawn dart. Yep.
In a fucking ink spot on the ground, like fuck that,
bro. But
what's our
video of his Jesco driving across, and it's bad. What's a Jesco? That's rich people shit, Stephen Dunn. We can't relate, brother. What the fuck's
fancy
a Jesco?
word
like
for
an Italian moped?
like from Grand Theft Auto, like the Grand Theft Auto 3, it was a Faggio. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds accurate, Ben. We're gonna go with that. Fucking fancy,
the Ducati of mopeds.
Yeah, driving this fancy moped.
So we got the barbecue in just a few days. It's gonna be fucking rad. When are you heading up? Are you riding up with Steve?
No, I'm riding up with Brett tomorrow.
Brett, I see. So he's driving. That's right. He's driving. He doesn't like to fly because his fucking ears get all fucked up.
Don't forget my spares.
Yeah, I told him, I gave him you got all of them are packed. All shit's by the door. We're going in the morning to pick up all that shit.
Don't forget my spares.
I could forget
that. I'll take one out of your ears. Zip it in there.
You're like, there's a blue one in there. What?
In the hearse.
Man's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened to your subs. And somebody stole them.
When the subs heat up, they turn blue, bro. It's mine.
Yeah, it's like a opposite of a Coors Light kind of a thing. Fucking yeah. So everybody's shit's all working. We had I did super good, right? I was like, hey, we're not trying to do any crunch time work for the barbecue. Like we
talked to you about this morning.
Yeah. When I was telling you, we had all our ducks in a row. Fucking goddamn Saturday afternoon, me and Glenn. Glenn owns the Eruption, which is the Dodge Dakota with the Eddie Van Halen guitar theme, and he fucking blew up a fucking amp. It's the stupidest thing. We fucking blew up an amp a month ago. We swapped it out, and we're like, man, are we vibrating these amps? Because the amps are part of the brace assembly, right? They're kind of in there, and like me and Tyson are like grabbing the fucking passenger side amp, and we're shaking it. We're playing music. We're putting our hands on it. I'm like, that motherfucker isn't shaking at all. I'm like, these things got to be fine. I'm like, we're wired at 0.35 ohms. I'm like, maybe there's a part of the bandwidth that doesn't have it. And then he fucking blew up an amp on fucking Saturday, and we touch it, and it's like, and it's the same side. It's the driver's side. And I'm like, we only checked the opposite side, not the side that killed. I'm like, this is so stupid that we did this twice. But what happened is it fucking sheared off a couple bolts going into the floor, and so the fucking amp was loose and fucking We shook the shit out of it. So we did two things. We added more bolts on both sides to make that stronger. And then we added 2 more brackets that go from the top parts of the amps to the roofs, that just like more reinforcement. It's fine if it's fine, but if it's not fine, we didn't have any secondary preventative to make the amp not fucking shake. So it's like, I mean, you always feel dumb when you find something, and it's like, God, we would have figured that out the first amp if we would have, but it was just, I wasn't in a position to check for flex on the driver's side, and neither was Tyson. It's like, that's fucking solid, bro. We're fucking good. We're touching it while it's playing, but we didn't. And I'm talking about the tiniest bit of movement that we could do with our hands, right? It's a little tick, 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 tick. But if you could grab it and go tick, 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 tick with your hands, those subwoofers go, yeah, and that fucking amp is like, oh, fucking MOSFETs rip off the fucking board and sadness, right? Weight. What's that? It's a fucking shake weight. Yeah.
Shake weight at that point.
Yeah. It's like, oh, motherfucker. So anyway, yep. And it was fun. But anyway, we fucking fixed it, and we're all happy about it. And we added more, right? It's like fucking. So that is fixed. And then our buddy Gary, he has a Tahoe. It has 4 18s in it and a big 6th order. It's fucking loud. It's a lot of fun. He swapped his sub out for some SDDNs and went to a half ohm, and he had smashed the windshield out of it at the Gately show, mind you. At the fucking Gately show. You guys were there. That's when that happened. And then on Friday, he's like, hey, can I drop the truck off on Monday and have you guys weld up the roof and add a big brace so I can get the windshield put in on Thursday before I take it to the fucking show? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yes, I guess so. Son of a bitch. I'm like, fucking, but oh, you're swapping subs tonight, Eastman?
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, dude, and those subs weigh 165 pounds each.
State Base War says, what would a 15K do realistically at 0.5? I can tell you what they do at
17,000 watts.
I can tell you what they do at 0.35.
Yeah, yeah. So if Stacy and Greg go to the Steve Mead channel and watch the test video of us running that thing on the dyno at 0.5 ohms and getting 17,000 watts out of it.
Watch the wires twerk.
Watch fuck wires twisted and twerking and doing wild shit. And so I don't know if you guys know this, but it is the same primary board and that Ben came up with the Ruthless Audio 10K. And Ben rated his at 1 ohm, and I rated mine at 0.5 ohms because I want everybody to run the motherfucker at 0.5 ohms because that's just how I decided to do it. There are a couple of slight differences between mine and Ben's, but they're very, very similar. And we got guys clamping fucking 16,000 watts out of Ben's 10K. We've clamped 14,000 watts out of my 15K, but different vehicle, different configuration. But you can expect to see very similar numbers out of either of those amplifiers. And they work real good, and they're very reliable. And it takes you gotta really, really fuck them up bad to hurt them. So, but yeah, they're selling fast. We're gonna run out of those long before we get more. We do have 2 people running them at 0.25 ohms, but this young man here with his weird ass tap torn fucking Paraflex, whatever the fuck he's got in his Forerunner, it didn't like 0.25 ohms in there. We heard it was pretty easy fix.
So I have probably like 50, 60 customers that run at 0.25. But the problem with those Paraflex, a tapped horn, at least if it's anything like my tapped horn was, is it has crazy impedance swings.
Yeah. From no rise to 13x rise. Wild shit, right?
Yeah, I was wired at 1 ohm when we first started, and I had some frequencies I rise to 1.1. From 1 ohm. I was like, so it'd be demoing and it'd be like 25 hertz, 3K, 25 hertz, 3K, 50 hertz, 3K, 32 hertz, 11K. What the fuck? So it's like the full bandwidth songs would get fucking hot.
Yeah, wild shit happening. You're clipping all over. You're trying to equalize. So like one of the things that we've been playing with in some of the demo rigs here, we talked about this a few weeks ago, is Tyson is looking at the max microphones and finding what, and we're looking at like the clip light on our amp and looking at what frequency he's seeing on the screen. The mics are not even in the vehicle because we don't want to destroy them, but he knows what frequency is playing, and he goes, okay, and he'll equalize that frequency down a little bit so that we are coming closer to clipping throughout the bandwidth, but not clipping at certain points in the bandwidth. And it's like a kind of a little funny process that we're developing, right? And so he did it to the eruption truck a bit, and I think he did it to the guillotine a little bit. But both of them, it's a little bit like this experimental, hey, this song, that song, that song, that song, and 45 minutes of kind of fucking with it, and you're like, that was kind of fun, and it seems like it's fucking louder, but clipping less because the frequencies that clip less, because we can equalize because we have DSPs. So it's pretty fucking rad. And now here's the thing. Now, Tyler, when I say we're doing this to the max, the fucking tech bench is 25 feet away from the rig, and we're playing the rig at full tilt. The mics are on the tech bench. We're just looking at what fucking frequency is making that note when that, and he's like watching clip light and looking at the computer screen that's fucking 15 feet away from him. And he's like, okay, that's X amount of cycles, and like confirming with Colt or somebody that's looking at it. So it's a little bit of a game that like maybe we wheel the cart up closer, but put the mics fucking over further away so that we're not risking anything with the mics. So it's really interesting. It's kind of it's a fucky way to do it. And there's probably some bitch ass motherfuckers that are watching this that would be like, oh, that's fucking retarded. But it's like, oh, well, it's working really, really, really well. So fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
mine's is doing more of what Ben is saying. Cause I was definitely listening to a song in there, and I was like, it's playing, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. And then certain parts of the song get fucking loud as fuck. And I'm like, okay, then it'll go back to a different frequency. Then it'll hit that frequency again, and it'll get loud as fuck. I was like, them amps are giving a shit ton of power at that fucking frequency.
Or it could just be, exactly. It could easily be the absolute opposite. You're just finding incredible efficiency in the box. So what your ears say, oh, that's louder, I'm getting more power. It might have fucking 10x rise, and you're at fucking 3.5 ohms, and it's just magically hyper efficient. Or just the fact that you're right there, you're at the opening of the door, and the wave propagation is just perfectly landing right on you to pressurize best at that frequency, at that place, in or just outside the cabin. Because that's one of those wild things about some of those vehicles like yours and Steve's and Ben's that you know, like it's wide open and people climb into them or they stand at the door. And if you go to the door, there's certain frequencies that like you're like, oh, that's like it's not that big of a deal, but the people inside are fucking they're fucking flipping out and they're going crazy. But at the door, it hits you and you're like, oh Jesus, I'm tapping, I'm standing here. And so it's a matter of where you reach the wave, that frequency is making its most magic happen, the least amount of cancellation at where you're at, which, you know, coming out of the vehicle, you don't have much cancellation, but if there's a little bit of cancellation right inside, then you're not getting really shit outside, you know? Yeah. So it's
mine sucks ass at the door, but
you should be around your most efficient around your peaks. That's like the hearse would clamp 3,000, 4,000 watts an amp at 51 hertz, which is what it was loudest at. Mm-hmm. And then at like 32, like 12. And not be loud shit. I'm like,
And I think the more solid the vehicle is, I think the more you're going to see those swings, like you were just describing, Ben. And as you know, I mean, like, once the vehicle's a fucking tank, no, the phase alignment thing was essentially garbage. Like, I mean, okay, I wouldn't call it 100% garbage. Like, if you were building an SPL burp vehicle, you could phase align, you know, like the in the ghillie, we had 3 separate equal chambers, and we could phase align, you know, each row based on how close they were to the windshield. And we gained, like, at the peak, which is like in the low 50s somewhere, the high 40s. I can't remember where we ended up deciding was best. I think it changed when we did a little bit of that phase alignment. We could get the peak, and it got a little better, and we fucked with it for a couple hours. We could gain like 0.2, but we'd lose a lot at, you know, 25 to 35, a lot, like 3 dBs, 2 dBs. And then above that, it got buzzy and weird sounding, and we lost quite a bit. So if you were focused on a specific frequency, you could gain a few tenths, which is fucking huge if you are an SPL competitor. So it has an application that makes a lot of sense for many competitors, especially people that are doing burp stuff. That shit will work very, very well. But if you are not doing that and you are playing music, it is not a good idea at all, in my experience so far, which we tried real hard in the Soulgasm, which we didn't expect to do super well, but we could gain like a 10th at its peak, but it really shit the bed otherwise. But the Soulgasm is sharing the chamber. So we knew it was worth a try, so we worked hard at it. In the guillotine, we were more confident it would work well, and it worked a little better, but it still is for sure not worth doing, in my opinion, on a vehicle that is playing music. You know, somebody somewhere might find a better way to put the build together to use that application better, right? So yeah, but yeah, we tried real hard with that. It was a very interesting thing, and I know that people that are competitors have had success with that. Obviously, we learned that a lot, that idea a lot, and we implemented that based on stuff that we learned from
acoustically phase alignment.
That done at Mike Singer had done it, right? So, what were you saying?
Acoustically phase aligning, is that what you're saying with a microphone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you have separate chambers, it makes a lot more sense. And if you are aiming towards a very specific frequency, you will be able to see a gain. But if you're playing music, it will overall shit the bed. In my experience. So, yeah. So, what else is new for? I mean, maybe some of these guys don't know shit about what's new in the hearse. I'm sure some people do, but I mean, obviously they've never seen it. There's no much of any videos of it playing, but like, tell us a little bit about what's been done to the hearse, Ben.
So Brett, when we dropped it off, he did, he installed all the engraved parts, front and rear bumper, side lanterns, rear diff cover, front bumper guards, rear bumper guards, rear door handle. And then he gutted the enclosure, built a 4th order, 12-18s, 8 10Ks wired at 0.46. He did the best that he could on an engine tuck, deleting all the wires that were unnecessary for the car, leaving the wires that turned it on. He redid the air management. He redid all the LEDs. He put the sign he body molded the sign in the rear driver door. He put the plaque in, the engraved plaque in the passenger door. And he put cutoffs. I hear it sounds fucking retarded. With straight pipes.
I saw them shits under there. I was like, this motherfucker's dumb. I saw that shit under there. I looked. I was like, hell no. Motherfucker's gonna do a 150 on the meter with the fucking cutoffs open.
So yeah,
fucking when you do that crowd loud thing, you just fucking open those and fucking goddamn 5,000 RPMs.
And I was like, well,
Fucking crowd loud. Oh, he's coming out the gate. He ain't even playing music yet, and he's at a fucking 47. And then you're like,
it's definitely fucking.
They have a cap on it at 60. That exhaust probably peaking at like 110 or something. You know, something wild out there.
You gotta do like unequal length shit so that it fucking has a fucking warbly fucking Subaru 20 hertz fucking thing going.
Is when somebody's like, my fucking exhaust is louder than your car.
Your whole build. Your demo rig is
on the meter with my exhaust.
Fuck you.
Yeah, so we got to take it to this show, and then we'll take it to World Finals in Fresno, October 4th, and then I'll probably drop it off at the painter's house on the way back and paint it again.
Fourth time's a charm.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's only been built 4 fucking times and been to
In
5
4
shows.
In 4 months.
I'm confident that this version of the build will stay much longer than anything else has because
it's about done. I still have a bunch of engraved parts, but hopefully I can get them in time for them to have the painter put them on because they're like the pinstriping down the side of the cars engraved.
Steering wheels on already?
Steering wheels. I've had the engraved steering wheel forever. I've had it for like 2 years. And then it's got engraved door jambs for the driver's side and rear driver's side doors. Engraved rear emblem. I still need, and the Landau bars.
Rear diff thing on.
Yep. And then the Landau bars, which they have the Landau bars. I have the original set on the hearse, and one of them's broken. You can see it's cracked all the way through. It's like slightly shifted. But I should get the set that I sent him back here soon. So have the painter put those on as well.
engraved floor. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. So I am probably going to do something like that. So the engravers that I use are like, well, if you cut aluminum out in the shape of your floor, like make it like 6 pieces to where we can run it through chrome. They were like, just send us the 6 pieces. We'll engrave it as one total piece and then chrome it. And then you can just adhere it to your already steel floor.
Fucking sick.
Do that.
Fucking piece of aluminum comes up off the floor, fucking flies out and decapitates somebody. Oh, it's just a piece of 3/16 aluminum that's like fucking 2 foot by 4 foot. Fucking rips off the fucking floor at fucking 22 hertz. And just fucking flies out the window and just decapitates like 6 fucking people.
At least the body's already
Buddy drops the radio and just takes off running.
Yep.
Hi, buddy.
It goes over the top of me and Buddy's heads and just gets everybody that's like fucking 6'2" and just chops them off under the nose and just fucking run.
Hey, at least they're already in the hearse.
Yeah.
Just right there.
Pile them in there. Just put those in there. Yeah, something to keep in mind when you put the mechanical fasteners as well as some high strength epoxy adhesive that is designed for metal. Recommended for that process.
If it ever came loose, imagine the resonance.
Stand on it. Crouch down on it like a catcher.
Turns them into Canadians from fucking South Park. Fuck you, buddy.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Complete package field.
I am excited to be at a show and be able to reasonably walk at this point. Because fucking surf on the crutches fucking sucked ass. I was probably a little more grumpy than I could have been.
If I was on crutches, I would definitely only get like 2 demos.
I had people I was like, you want to get me a demo? Pull up. Like, pull up over here. Nobody's going to be mad at you. If somebody like bitches at us, then I'll be like, you guys suck because this is the best way for me to get demos. So like, fuck you. I'm not.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, but they were cool. A couple different guys pulled up and I hopped in and got some demos. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I missed surf, so I missed the first reasonably cool show of the year, so I'm looking forward to a
It was
77.
pretty. I mean, it was nice, but it was pretty toasty compared to other years there. So it was
Really?
a little different, but it was good. I mean, you weren't bummed out that you were there. You know what I mean? It was still surf. It was fucking beautiful. But
77 sounds nice. It says there's supposed to be a little bit of rain in the morning, but hopefully not too bad.
Was it a couple of that one barbecue that we had a few years ago at Sky High in the morning? There was like a fucking like snowy, sleety, hail fucking windstorm for 45 minutes, and that fucked the pass up for 2.5 hours. It was snowing and shit over the pass a bunch. I mean, it was probably a fucking dozen rigs trying to come over the hill Saturday morning. They weren't able to fucking make it over. So
that'd be my luck as the mobile car wash guy is pulling out of the parking lot in his truck. Starts a 45-minute sleet hail dog shit storm. Great.
Just don't move that bitch. Won't get no dirt in it.
The worst was the Smoke Fest year. The Smoke Fest year, I probably talked to 36 people that were like, dude, I was afraid to drive over the hill. I was afraid of being a goddamn fire. The whole mountain was on fucking fire that one year, Ben. Did you remember that? Did you go that year?
The Benny Fest?
Probably, but I mean,
everybody had headaches. We were all, we went to Johnny's parents' house for the party thing after, and it was like, it was a lot better there, but it was still like smoky fucking nightmare. Everybody had headaches and shit. That fucking sucked. The smoky year was a fucking bummer. But yeah. Yep. Shit.
Where's Buddy right now? Did he go to work?
No. He's at home. He has some weird headache, he says, behind his eyeball. So
breathing out all that fucking resin he just poured in the floor.
Probably. So we'll see. Hopefully he gets everything done in time and can drive up in his car. I have like a weird focus thing going on my camera.
Yeah, need more light. Probably, Ben. If you have brighter light, it would probably get its shit together.
Let me try it.
I mean, either way. This motherfucker got a middle finger sex toy and fucking samurai swords behind his fucking desk.
Oh shit, I just saw that. I just saw the finger thing down there.
The old man, get naked and get out those samurai swords and do the fucking Britney Spears thing, bro.
Every man should have a set of samurai swords in his office.
Yeah. But what about a golden sex toy? Fucking middle finger fucking.
I like to keep alive, mate. Works out. What does Justin say? Oh, what's up, Justin Rosado? Who said normally Buddy sits on the middle finger? He is always right there. That is usually where he's at too. Yeah, I got some fucking testing to do in the morning, and Johnny doesn't know, but he's gonna retune my highs and mids tomorrow at some point. He don't know yet, so if he watches, that's your heads up.
Yeah, we're gonna teach some class. Do you know all the classes that are being taught? All I know is that Scott's doing some stuff and Darian's doing some stuff and I'm doing a class. Yeah. I don't know who else is teaching.
I remember what you and Scott are doing and Brett, but I don't remember all of them because we got those weird time frames. But those are Sunday.
Yeah.
So
it's Sunday for dealer people that want to stick around. There's a few of us that'll be teaching. What are they, like an hour long class each or something like that? 45 minutes. Yeah,
60 minutes.
And I will be
recon class.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah,
I can't do recon for an hour. Grab you some Elmer's glue and some clamps and fucking pray.
Elmer's glue, yeah, fucking the expanding Gorilla Glue that's all foamy. Perfect, bro. Yeah. I use PL3X in my fucking
on your subwoofer.
Yeah. So Charles, no, we don't make a 10-inch sub currently. I can build you custom 10-inch subs. The Alpha version 2 motor is a little too big. to fit through a 10-inch cutout. I might be able to kind of fend angle something, but the Alpha V1 motor actually works great for that, and I have a handful of those. So if somebody really wanted a 10-inch sub, I can absolutely build them one because I have all parts. So any 10-inch woofers from Gately Audio will be hand built by me. So if somebody wants one real bad, like if they go, I got 10s in my build, or if they're one of those people that are just like, I love 10s, which is fucking weird. That's why we don't manufacture 10s yet. You'll sell less 10s than you do 18s, and that's just ridiculous, right? So, but I can build some 10s, or I might talk you into some 8s because we make some super badass ones of that. And but yeah, 10s are possible, and I have parts to build them, so we can make something happen for you.
Somebody order and do a build with 42 10s so Bobby can build those.
Oh, fuck. Dude, when I'm building subs in here, I built 22 Relentless Ferrite 12s. So 12
but naked in that room right there, fully staffed.
Dude, there was
the fully staffed was the icing on the cake.
Ali's desk had like 8 subs on it that were like in the process of being built. I had this whole, and there was all over the fucking floor and every fucking where. By the time they were all done, it was like a clusterfuck of subwoofers all over the, like all in here, over in the install bay. They're like, guys are like, what are these? I'm like, those are subs. They're like, what are they for? And I'm like,
those are subs. Those are subs, you professional audio files.
Well, hurry up and put Brandon Lime's fucking box in so you can put these subs in it. And they're like, it's not even finished being built. I'm like, well, cool. The subs are. Go ahead. You got hurry it up. Get that shit out of the way. And then like we built a badass crate to ship 12 of them to New York, and he put
fuck that, Jim.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it was gangster. I believe it had a mirror backing to it, so it looked like it was even.
It looked like he had 96.
96.
I can remember the motors, and then like a yellow tint to, I think, the rear mirror glass in the back. I haven't seen a picture of it in like.
That's like that shit I saw. Somebody had that build.
He had a Sundown SA 10s in it, I think.
Yeah, I just think there's one with 6.5s, if I'm not mistaken. I just saw videos on it from this, like, I guess like the last 2 weeks. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, it's 56.5, I think, in that car.
Yeah, not fucking wiring that. Yeah, nope.
I mean, I would think you would have to have some type of loading issue somewhere. Fucking 20 or 25 of them on each side. Not even like, on like a design standpoint, just on like a mechanical ability and like the amplifiers. You'd think you'd have some type of issue with that many subs.
Yep.
It's so easy to make that connection. Why isn't that one working? Yeah.
Checking phase on them shits. Fuck that. Nope. That's out of my range of doing it.
Well, I mean, he probably only has like, what would the breakdown be on that on 50
amplifiers?
I mean most he's 10. He's probably got 5 amps on it if I had to guess.
I mean, probably he could run
6.5. So like, how much power? What are they rated for? Probably like 600 RMS or something, 400 RMS, 500. What are
phase? They were like, I think like 350 to 500
for a 6.5.
Yep. Fucking.
There's a lot of fucking wires, man. It's a fucking mess.
I mean, yeah.
Memphis, get in there with some 20 gauge wire.
Bruh. There's gonna be a whole build of fucking primary wire, bro. I'd have them motherfuckers wired to 1 amp at 25 ohms. Fuck that.
50 subs, they're dual 2s.
No, dual 1. Series parallel, 25 ohms. That's where I'd leave it.
There it is. Bam. Wood.
Yep.
Bro.
Fuck.
dampening factor, dude. The dampening factor is so high, 25 ohms, dude.
Efficiency, baby.
It is loud as fuck for clamping 40 watts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have that shit. I would not. It's just gonna be a fucking. It's not hard. It's just a fucking wiring nightmare, in my opinion. Oh yeah, you can have all of that shit. I hated wiring my subs. That shit fucking sucked. I used too big a wire though. I should have went down a size.
Yeah. 22 gauge.
Fucking sub wires hot as fuck.
Yeah, fucking goddamn speaker wire to do this build's like $180, bro. And fucking I got some fucking clothes hangers in my closet that are free.
This is a bad question.
Hard wiring them motherfuckers with copper.
So Tyler, if your Loctite foam is not curing, it won't cure because it needs air to cure. It needs to, if it's sealed up, it just stays sealed up and it stays wet, and it'll stay that way until you pressurize it enough to shit some of it out, and then it'll foam up, and then it'll cure then, and yeah. So you gotta drill holes in.
It's
I
as
don't
much
know
as
why.
people want to fucking try to keep it neat and put painter's tape over all the fucking holes. You'll keep that shit wet for forever. Best way to do that shit with foam, if you're not using like a pour foam and you're just fucking spray canning it, is to fucking spray it, let it fill up a fucking pocket, wait, fucking come back, spray some more, and just keep doing it over the long process.
Little bits, and fucking, and like you can like go tape, and then you spray it, and then when it kind of foams up and it's pretty sticky, you peel the tape off and let it just puff out a little bit and shave that shit off later. And
I let that shit just pour out everywhere. I got fucking big ass foam hornet's nest hanging from the fucking truck.
Tyler, you're gonna need more than foam to fill the gaps in your door pods, brother.
Oh yeah, just doing a small amount to fill in the gaps of my door pod.
just use like some.
You putting it in the door?
Just use some mud from your backyard. Just like get a shovel, like,
dump that shit in there.
Fucking pile it in.
Just take the fucking door off.
Yeah, like
the new door pods, fool.
Or
take the door off and lay it flat and put some 16-pound in it and call
or
it
concrete in it, Tyler.
Concrete sig.
You close that motherfucker one time, you're gonna ruin the fucking beak in it.
It'll break. You just hear it just fucking shaking in there like a fucking bunch of rocks in the door.
When it starts breaking up.
Shit, I've seen one of John Rabby's builds. I think it was the big truck. He had Vibraflex in his doors on the outside door skin, on the inside of the outside door skin, and that shit like heat cycle got real cold, and then his shit was real fucking loud, and it like shattered that shit, and it sounded like a fucking door full of rocks.
Yeah, fuck.
Close the door back. It was like, what the fuck is that?
Shred the window tracks. Shred the window tracks. You just hear fucking metal clanging around in the door.
Oh well, like we took the guillotine truck down to that BC Fab show last weekend.
It's a badass show.
It was great. It was a good time. And like I leave in the morning and I'm like, this window won't roll down. I'm like, fuck, it has to roll down. I can't play with this fucking window up. And it's like, and it rolls down, it goes down. I'm like, cool. And I drive out to the event and I'm there, and then we're leaving in the afternoon and fucking we're going to get some food. And I pull up to this fucking Brookfield's parking lot and I'm like, it doesn't roll up. Yeah, and I'm like, And so like the Monday morning, I'm like, oh yeah, if I can take a door apart. And he's like, dude, this thing shook the connector out of the fucking motor. And I was like, fuck, and like fixed it. And then he's like,
that's easy.
Yeah, it was pretty really plug that in. And then he's like, there's a couple spots that are starting to tear. And so he welded those up and he added like fucking 3 straps of steel. And he was like, I welded it in and I fucking threaded, inserted it in, and I fucking goddamn panel bonded it in a few spots, and hopefully a bunch of steel makes it even fucking stronger. So
now I hooked that fucking window motor up to an 18-volt battery and send that motherfucker up at 25 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, we're at fucking 16.2 in that motherfucker. We're not far off.
It's the guillotine.
Yeah,
yep. Right.
Hey, watch that window. You're like, oh, damn, motherfucker.
I did that at the shop. Some guy was like, my fucking windows won't roll up. I think the fucking motor's dead. I was like, no, it's probably a switch. He's like, all right, well, how do we get it up? I fucking grabbed the fucking 18-volt battery. He's like, what the fuck is that going to do? I was like, just watch. Fucking hook that bitch up. That window was like, zoop. He's like, how am I supposed to get it back down? I said, that's not my problem. You got to get you a new switch, brother. I got it up for you. Getting it back down's on you. He said, what the fuck is a Dorman clip, Eric?
It's like a stock cheap clip.
Yeah. I think those are the clips that hold the door panel on, like the factory door panel. So the doors.
Oh, them fucking
the doors on the guillotine, like the whole lower half of the door was cut off, and we have a big door panel. It's an enclosure, stack fab wood structure with 4/8 in it, and it's kind of reinforces the door, but it also is a problem for the door itself because it's heavy as fuck. And so like
anything shy of doing my doors like fucking Ben, I'm like, nope, them fucking speakers going on the roof now. That's the way I see Ben's doors is probably, I'm like, for builds like ours, like it's the only thing that's fucking acceptable at this point. If you want to keep the speakers in the door.
Yeah, for a long time I just had a Bobby Gately box that we chopped.
The 4/8 box. We just fucking threw mids and horns and shit in it, cut fucking holes in the top of it. It fucking
cut the port like almost all the way down. It was probably tuned to like 53 hertz or something.
It didn't even fucking matter though. You cut that shit out of there because we could put speakers in. You just throw speakers in. And there was different size shits all over the place. It was loud as fuck. It actually sounded fucking good. People were like, that's the highs? And you're like, dude, this thing's fucking screaming. Actually, it sounded pretty good. I was like looking inside, like looking for speakers. And I'm like, there's just subwoofers in here. And it's like, it's a fucking old, like an old, outdated Ford 4/8 box. And I was like, he was like, what the fuck can I do? I need to do something. I'm all, here, take this and just cut a bunch of holes in it and stick speakers in it all over. And Ben's like, I don't understand. But he's like, I do. No problem. Fucking cutting, screwing fucking shit in. I'm like, fucking sick. It was like, it took something that we were gonna destroy it and throw in the dumpster because it was dated. It was old version of it that we're way past that now. You know what I mean? And it was fucking awesome. But yeah,
I had a 1500.4 on it, wired at 1 ohm per channel, and
screaming. We should almost build something like that on purpose. You know what I mean? And like it's this fucking thing that comes up and it's like kind of crazy looking, and we do it all in the red, and the head unit sits on it and it's just out there. You're like, what the fuck is that? And we're like, well, that's the
it's where you read the
podium. Yeah. Like he was brave.
Ben's fucking in there before you fucking get in the hearse.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it more comfortable. I bought like a 30-foot set of DMM leads so I can run it. I don't have to pull it out of the front of the enclosure. For one, the subs are farther back now. It'd be much harder to even get it out there. So I'm going to run it from the back to the side where I'm demoing, but I bought some like 30 feet DMM leads. I was talking to some people because I was kind of concerned about like the refresh rate on it being 30 feet versus like 6 feet on how fast the VAC is going to pop up. But they assured me that it's the exact same. So I'm like, okay.
Well, it should be the speed of light and you know,
fucking way about the
186,000 miles a second, 30 feet and 6 feet, pretty similar time frame.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
What, you got a fucking Fluke, don't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have like 10 of them.
Yeah, I thought I saw a fucking.
I had a problem before the ZVL came out, gain matching amplifiers, because when you'd gain match like 8 or 10 amplifiers, you know, you would either have to do it with the car running, because if you did it with the car off and all the amps on, you were fucking done. Like they had already dropped like 0.5, 0.6 volts. So
and that changed a lot.
Now, yeah, so to be able to easily do it, I had 8 that just went into all of the amps, and I would turn them on.
Oh yeah, you did have them stacked up back there, didn't you?
Yep. So Ben, you have, I mean, obviously you have a ZVL thing, and you just switch it into and you switch all the amps to slave mode and send it, right?
Uh-huh.
Now we were doing that long before the ZVL existed. We were doing that with the JL DSP. So
I think you do it with any DSP as long as you bypass the preamp.
Yep.
So you might get voltage drop over that length.
I mean, you could check, right? You could connect both leads at the same time and find out.
That's what I'm gonna do. I have this. I can't turn it on, so it's like parked in my front yard right now. But like, obviously, like, I just moved here. I don't want my fucking neighbors to despise me, to turn this fucking thing
Not yet.
Front yard, So we're gonna have to do some testing. The Airbnb we got is in Spanish Springs. It's on 44 acres. So I was thinking about maybe turning on the trailer out there just a little bit, just to see, how it's doing, because I haven't heard it at all. So
what time you gonna get there again? I know me and Brett supposed to be coming by there.
What time am I getting to Sky High?
To the B&B.
Oh, 3 p.m.
On Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're planning to leave here sometime between noon and 2 on Friday. So maybe we'll, and I'm planning to drive.
You can come to the Airbnb if you want. It's right outside of Spanish Springs.
Yeah, we have our Airbnb not far from there either. So I don't know if you guys are hanging out there or whatever the fuck. But
we can meet for dinner or something.
Yeah, we're planning to head to Sky High and probably drop off the van and the ghillie and whatever other vehicles that are with us, and then we'll hop in my buddy Jason's Durango, which is a normal vehicle to drive around in, not full of a bunch of shit and not a goddamn audio build. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably pull it up early. I got a guy meeting me at Sky High to do a mobile car wash in the morning, Saturday morning. So I'm gonna pull up early, and because there's no detailing the car before you get there, because it's like I've done this.
Yeah, I know.
Detailed the car and then gotten it there, and then by the time we finally park it and it's laid out, it's just 500 handprints all over it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to park it where it's supposed to be, and then have somebody come out there and clean it up.
So, John Nolte, you are not coming? That's sucky.
I haven't got to hear his van yet either. Wait, what is it?
It's pretty fucking rad, man. I really like it a lot. It's super fun. It demos like crazy. It's loud as fuck. And it's fucking really cool. But oh well. Sometimes it's like that.
What does he have for amps? He has like a Gately. I know that, but
15Ks and an 8-channel.
15Ks? Okay.
And then he has 2 of the JL DSPs that we use, the MV. I think he has 808s, 2 808s, or maybe 2 606s. Same fucking smell, really, but yeah. And lots of fucking LEDs. It looks super fucking cool, and it's fucking loud. And then he has the NSA Sergeant Major 5-inch coil big monster motor. The subs are like 170 some odd pounds each, and we built them with our soft parts and some fancy engineering that we put into how the formers and the cone and the spider assembly all come together in that to help with heat dissipation and strength and linear control. Pretty fucking fancy. But,
I find my friends are much more accepting and not as furious with me when I ask them to change out my 67-pound 18.
Yep.
Yes.
I can only imagine, buddy, if I was like, hey, bro, will you hop in there and pull that 175-pound sub out? He'd be like,
yeah, fuck that.
Fuck you, dude.
There's 12 of them now. Fuck.
He'd definitely say that and drop his head and go and fucking crawl in.
Yeah. So our customer Gary with that Tahoe, he put SDDNs in his truck, and he asked us about doing it. And I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna keep that windshield off of there, and we're gonna like use a fucking cherry picker, and we're gonna like make a rail system and bolt it to the. I'm not gonna ask Colt and Gary to grab subs and be like, here we go, and just try to plop the. I'm like, it's gonna injure my fucking guys.
I think
You
the
know what I mean?
SDDN's only 95 pounds, but I mean it's still heavy sub.
STD, I thought they were like 125 pounds. No,
I
thought the fucking ZV7 was 95 pounds. I might be fucking that all up, but I swore that it was like
I think
120.
the ZV7 and the SDDN are around the same weight.
Really?
I think they both utilize a 3.5-inch coil too. I might be wrong.
I thought the ZV7 was still
3.3 inch coil or something, but I think that the SDD, I might be wrong too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, I kind of have to track it a little bit, but like only because
I know.
You know what? No, I had
I know
a customer telling me that his subs, his SDDN 15s were hella heavy. So maybe I'm misquoting.
I mean, still 95 pounds is no fucking joke. Pick fucking something up and throw it into a wall. But
yeah,
I know Duncan put it
100 fucking. So the magnet's 83 pounds. So I imagine the rest of the soft parts, it's probably a little over 100, 110 or something. I mean, that basket, a send-out basket probably weighs 15 pounds.
I wouldn't think so. It's aluminum tooled. It probably only weighs like 3 pounds.
No, it's got to be heavier than that. A Gately 18 basket is 22 pounds, and the 15 basket is like 17.
The basket is 22 pounds?
That's heavy. A TI basket is 6.9 pounds. The 18.
I feel lighter than that for some reason when I'm carrying one around. Should have a basket toss at one of these at one of Ray's shows. It's like a
just get my baskets.
Yeah, to spin around discus style. Someone can actually put some length on, not a 22-pound basket. They're gonna throw 10 feet.
Bruh. I'm just imagining a random person walking that gets hit with a fucking 18-inch basket.
Well, Ray lives on the lake, so hopefully we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so if the motor is 83 and a half pounds, I'm thinking these things probably weigh a little over 105, 110 pounds, depending on. That's a pretty fair guesstimate on that. And then
that's not too bad. Some of these subs are getting wild, bro. Yes.
It's like everybody's like the heavier the better. And every time I see some ridiculous ass weighted sub, I'm like, yep, that's a fuck no for me.
That shit's for young people. All my friends in car audio are like 40 years old, so they're like,
yep.
Dude, I'm
not doing that. Not at all. I don't give a fuck how big I am.
Use the 3.3 coil on the ZV7. I didn't know that. Man, that really is going to shit on the value of ZV6s. You know, like ZV5 to ZV6 wasn't that huge of a change, and the ZV5s held value pretty well, I think. But once the 6s came out, you know, the 5s, you could get them for cheaper, but not a whole lot cheaper. Whereas I'm sure now,
some of the ZV7s.
Yeah, the ZV7 has a 3.3 coil. I think that's a pretty bitchin' coil size. But,
why the odd size 3.3?
I mean, take a little bit more power. Probably still stay.
It's probably like exactly
relatively efficient with a bigger coil. I think that's one reason why Sundown doesn't go with the 4-inch coils, just because changes the parameters to make them not.
I mean, it could be a brilliant thing of like I'll keep that in my pocket.
Fuck bag bourbon.
Like they'll work their way to it, and pretty soon it'll be 3.7, and then they'll do 4.0.
Well, they had a 4-inch coil in the old Team Ferrite, and then they had a 4-inch coil in the old Team Neo.
Yeah, he says that's why everybody went to flat baffles, easier to mount. Yeah, that's fucking wrong, because imagine pulling them motherfuckers out.
Yeah, well, it's also
you can go ahead and drop that bitch in there, cool.
The biggest thing is the baskets aren't strong enough to hold them.
Yeah, but Matt I had to pull a sub out of fucking Matt's, one of them fucking SDDNs out of. I had to crawl in there and pull that bitch out, and I'm pretty fucking strong. And yeah, fuck that. Nope. I'd rather put that bitch on a wall than put it in a fucking flat baffle.
Yeah. But you probably wouldn't, because you'd be afraid the basket would shear the fuck off.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't reverse mount shit that heavy, and I wouldn't buy shit that heavy just because I have to load it. It's cool if I bought them and there's a builder, That's great.
Jerry Eastman is actively pulling 160-pound plus 815s out of a vehicle. And are you putting the same thing back in, Jerry? Are you putting freshly built? Are you putting in corporals? What are you putting in there?
I know Jerry's high up at the dealership that he's at. I'd be having some nude salesman do it. I'd be like, yo, dog. Nude
salesman.
Both
of them.
You're like, hey, you're the new guy. I'm gonna need you to get naked, greased up, and pull these subwoofers out of this truck. And you're like,
he's like, cool, I'll do it, but why do I have to get naked?
No. He's like already doing. He's like, but I gotta pull the subwoofers. Those look heavy. I'll stand there naked, all shiny.
You lift better when you're naked.
Yeah,
just do it.
Like, yeah, you don't need. Okay, so the heavy ones are coming out, and not so heavy ones are going in. These ones weigh about 75, 80 pounds probably. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Are you still going to be at a half ohm per amp? Yeah. Yep. I got an idea for your build, Jerry. We should talk.
The Ram.
You're already 80% of the way there. Oh, Jerry's sending me a message. No, he sent me a picture and he's inside of his speaker box. Let me see if I can see here. It'll take me a second.
That's like the cleanest.
Jerry, send me that picture again, but get completely naked.
Where you say, Ben?
Jerry Eastman's build. He's got 8 Ruthless 8500s and 8 NSA 15s in it, and it's immaculate. But it's a 2004 Escalade, and like for that year, that 20-year-old Escalade, like
it's fucking beautiful, man.
Fucking so cool. It's got like it's like the premium fucking edition, so it's got like the cup holders that like keep your beverage cold.
Oh, that's fucking sick. I didn't know it did that. Shit.
You know what's funny to me when you see those older trucks with features like that, and then I buy some 2025 shit and it don't have it? I'm like, this is bullshit,
bro. I don't know the new Escalade dash. Have you seen that thing that goes?
We're not even talking about that fucking thing. That don't count. They put everything in that
whole fucking car. It's fucking bad.
Here's Jerry inside of his box right now.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, his face is all greased up and shiny, like sweating. He's like, this is fun. And he's gonna like send us another picture later where he's gonna be sad and his fucking fingers bleeding and shit.
Yeah, I bet the back of them pants are blew out because that O-ring should be gone.
That's like what he wore to the dealership today.
He's gonna be like still sore on Saturday. He's like giving down. He's like, hey, how's it going? My arms hurt. Don't like go to give somebody a pound and like not be able to straighten his arm out. He's like, here you go. Thank you, bro.
Hey, Mark says. Yeah. Mark said, good thing most subs are in a 4th or a 6 where you can fucking sit on the baffle. Yeah, if you're fucking short.
Mine's tight, bro. I blow one of those rear subs and taking out fucking 5 of them to get to it.
Bro, I got to take out all of them. Like my hallway is only. Put it like this: when the subs are both on the wall like this, there's like 3 inches in between the fucking asses.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, so it's tight as fuck. So if one of the back blows, I'm done for the day. I'm not doing shit.
Oh man, I'm giving Buddy a orange Rockstar and a Milwaukee Impact. Get in there, bud.
I'm gonna just walk through the crowd passing out $100 bills for people to start pulling subs out. One for you. One. What's this for? Get in the truck.
Yeah, $100 a sub. Get them out of there.
Yep, pull them out. My last subs were 135 pounds in a flat wall. Yeah, fuck that.
Now, I saw you comment earlier, Tyler, and you were like, I love my 12s versus my 15s. No, you love your 5 subs versus what you had before. Make sure you note that shit. You have a significantly better piece of engineering than that wild-ass wacky shit you had in there previously. Shit all over that guy, but I didn't like his shit. His motors were nice, but the way he built subs was goofy. Yeah,
it makes me very
yeah. See, okay, like so, I like to. I tend to find myself checking people when they say absurd shit, like most reliable amps I've ever had, and you're like, bro, you had a bunch of shit wired incorrectly for a long fucking time, and you're wrong. Shit. So, like,
I know where that came from.
You fixed some shit. I'm like, fuck you. Don't jump in the middle and fucking say some wild ass shit that everybody knows is not for real. Like,
this
fuck.
is the greatest shit I've ever owned. Next to my pile, fucking 12 days.
Come on, dude. Fucking love you, man, but like really think that shit through because somebody might call you out on that shit.
You know they're watching and
On a
waiting.
side note, I think I'm gonna start saying that about everything in my life. Like
Yep.
I'm just eating like a random sandwich with somebody and be like, "This is the best sandwich I've ever had in my life."
Bro,
Dude,
when I was in my 20s,
my
man,
buddy's ex-girlfriend used to say that we were like eating hamburgers. She's the best cheeseburger I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, she's like, this is the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. Like, God, shut up. Like, every new experience is the greatest thing ever. How annoying is that?
I had a buddy back in Detroit, man. Every time he slept with a new chick, he was like, "It's the best ever." I'm like, bro. Every
probably
fucking
didn't get it very often, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's fucking like dudes that only hook up with their wife or girlfriend once every fucking 2 months or something. They're like, oh,
this
bro,
is
it's fire, bro.
married life.
Had to call in
That's
to
being
work the
married.
next day.
No. No.
It's the best ever. I'm like, yeah.
It's the whole
compared to you just getting out of prison.
some of the motherfuckers in prison be getting it a lot, huh, Ben?
Not in California. The other states that you get kind of wild with it.
Bruh.
Which is weird because California is such a gay state.
Yeah.
About as close to Atlanta as you can get.
Is Atlanta more? I don't know.
Atlanta's pretty bad.
Atlanta is horrible.
Atlanta's pretty bad.
Like, you ain't even got to walk out the airport.
You can fuck a dude? Like, is that you're like, I'm in the airport, okay?
No, it's more like dudes with
I got a glory hole in the airport bathroom and shit. You're all whoa.
You ain't even got to get
walking around with
Bobby.
boots and shit.
The stewardess is on the plane, bro. It was all male. I'm like, what is going on here?
You sure it's not just you? You're just creating a wake of people turning gay behind you as you come through the world.
The next time you have to fly, Bobby, I'm making sure all your layovers are in Atlanta so you can see.
Bro, fucking Spirit Airlines is going bankrupt for like the second time, or asking for a bailout like the second time in a year or whatever. Which is not surprising at all. Like I was like, man, I need to fly buddy out, and I'm like looking at like Southwest, which is what I thought was like the cheapest, and it's like $130. I'm like, that's pretty cheap. Frontier. And then Brett's like, look at Spirit. Spirit's like $32. It's like
you're like,
you get to the airport and there's a fucking fleet of hang gliders.
$32? Like what? It was all first class $60. I was like,
don't take it. When that motherfucker has propellers on it, no.
I just imagine you hop in an airplane and it's just an airplane full of buddies, and you're like, yep.
What do you mean we can smoke on this flight? Yeah, I'm a pass, bro. It's gonna be a hard pass for me, dog.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I've never been a
set of movies. It's all pornos and shit. You're like,
I've never been a cigarette smoker in my life. Not once have I ever been like, I smoke cigarettes ever. But if I'm ever on a plane anywhere and it's like you can smoke cigarettes, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. I'll be fucking.
You might as well because you're on a hot-boxed plane.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. To be like, I am gonna enjoy this right now, dude. Like, fuck
if you can smoke, the standards are way too low for this fucking flight. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
By
the time I'm doing that, like I already didn't realize I was fucking up, and I'm like on the plane, and I'm like, "Hey man, I don't think you can smoke in here." And he's like, "Yeah, I fucking can." I'm like, can you smoke? And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, hey, can I get a smoke? Like, fuck it. Like, hey, bro.
You get on a flight and they say you could smoke and they don't announce it till you're 30,000 feet. I'm smoking crack at that point. Like,
and it looks like one of those buses from a third world country. There's like a lady holding like a chicken.
And a baby.
What?
Yeah, nah.
A chicken and a baby, and she's smoking crack.
You say you put you fucking turn the TV on and it's porn. It's not even good porn. It's homemade.
Buddy Williams, Ben's hella gay.
Is that bad? It's bad.
He said, "Do you carry the crack every time you fly, just in case?" No, they would probably be giving it out on that flight.
Spirit.
You stay ready, man. You ain't got to get
pass out confiscated crack.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to fucking, I don't know, Venezuela, and this is a open cigarette or crack smoking flight from here on out. So if you want crack, make sure you ask your flight attendant for your crack.
When they get it, when they announce, in case of an emergency, please grab the spoon and lighter off from under your seat.
Yeah. So banned.
Yeah, this is over with, bro. I'm out of here.
All right.
We're
on the downward spiral. This is exactly the conversations that I have with Ben every day he comes by the shop. We have these conversations just like this. And when Buddy was working here, like it was just ongoing all day long. He was just like talking about smoking crack and weird gay stuff and smoking
I'm not
cigarettes.
getting on a flight.
That's all I know.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Gay, crack, and car audio. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Selling loose cigarettes on the flight. Yeah, if Chuck Liddell's on your flight, like get off.
Selling cigarettes on the flight. Welcome to Spirit.
Hey.
Peanuts and Lucy's.
Yeah, I got singles for $1.25, yo.
Oh, you don't even walk down the aisle, they throw it at you. Yeah.
It's already lit. They're all like,
yeah.
Do you want to? Yeah,
no open flames. No open flames. Like throw you
puts it in his mouth and lights it in front of you, and then passes
it's the Lucy cigarette, but it's a fucking Tops hand rolled tobacco cigarette.
Some fucking dude rolling them hella fast and shit. They're all
here you go. Yeah, no.
Lights it.
Like a little balloon anymore.
Is there
anything you want me to make out of this cigarette?
He's back.
Steve was taking a shit that whole time, bro. An hour and 15 minutes.
I wasn't taking a shit.
Yeah.
He was trying to summon it.
I'm trying to, but I can't. I'm just puking.
To manifest it.
You're puking?
Yeah, my stomach hurts so bad. I'm just doing whatever I can to get whatever out. But I feel actually quite a bit better right now, so maybe I got it.
Very nice.
Okay. Well, shit, I didn't realize you were sick. I'm sorry. That sucks bad.
Yeah. I don't think I'm sick.
think he's sick.
I just ate something that did not agree. I don't know.
It couldn't have been the food we had.
I don't know.
We had the same thing. That means it's going to hit me later.
I had a different chicken sandwich than you. It could have been that.
Oh, from last night, yeah.
Because it hurt before we went to the place. So. Anyways.
You did that thing where you're like, my tummy doesn't feel good. Let me stuff a bunch more food in and fuck myself up. I do that shit hella bad. Like when I get a diverticulitis infection, which is something I've had happen a few times. Buddy and I have fucking both experienced that real bad. What I do now is I realize it's happening and I just start fasting. I just don't fucking eat. And if I just consume water and black coffee for a couple of days, usually everything kind of clears itself up, and then I start out eating like eggs and like a little bit of like mac and cheese, things that are going to be really easy for me to digest, and then within a few days I'm usually good to go. I don't like to take
just powers through it, and then it's just miserable.
Yeah, but Buddy already eats like that. He's like, I'll have a biscuit and gravy, and then he'll eat 30% of it, and that's all he eats the rest of the day, other than smoking 17 cigarettes
or 22 fucking rolls. On the
short side, but Buddy eats a fucking shitload of food.
Yeah, he ate that. What restaurant did we go to in fucking Laughlin? He ate like fucking 22 rolls at the table before.
Yeah, he was like, I like the cornbread, and I was like, God, you're.
Do you remember how much ice cream he consumed at the last barbecue?
He was eating an ice cream cone the entire time. Like it was like as soon as they started serving ice cream, Buddy actively had an ice cream going. Sometimes double. I just went and got another one, and just like fucking It's all melting and ice cream. Yeah, it was ice cream that he was eating.
Somebody should have screenshot that.
Mm.
Bobby was double fisted.
Yeah. It was ice cream. It was ice cream. It was mimicking Buddy eating ice cream.
That's what we call it.
Just because you guys all got chub when I did it doesn't mean that I'm gay.
You can't prove it. It's below the camera.
You know what I meant to say earlier is when Steve was gone for a really long time, it's like, Steve's actually here. He's just under the table. And I fucking forgot to have I was like, oh, I can tear this up. It's like 25 minutes in. We don't know where Steve is. I can say he's been under the desk the whole fuck that fucking up. God damn it.
What time you guys getting there? When you getting there? Tomorrow or Friday?
3 p.m.
Friday.
I'll be pulling up to the Airbnb of ours at 3 p.m. Friday.
I expect somewhere between like 3 and 5 we'll be getting into the area. We're probably going to drop some vehicles off at Sky High on Friday afternoon. I hope that's okay. I'll contact John, make sure it is, or Johnny or somebody. So I'm not bugging John. I know that dude's super fucking busy. And then
He's
and
not
then
as
after that,
busy.
we'll probably try to meet up with all you guys and get some dinner and I don't know, maybe eat some ice cream cones or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could get on the road by 9, I should be there by 5-ish.
Okay, cool. So we should all be landing in a similar time frame.
Way
So
before dinner, that's for sure. So
yeah, I say we all try to get together for fucking dinner somewhere somehow. Yeah,
I'm down.
that'd be cool.
As long as my stomach doesn't hurt still.
At the Nugget.
Nugget have good food.
Dinner in the basement of the Nugget.
Mm.
In the basement.
Yeah, they got a dope ass fucking restaurant in the basement of the Nugget.
Really?
I thought you were
Yeah.
joking.
I didn't know. I stayed there like fucking 3 times, and the last time I was there, John took us down in the basement down there, and I was like, "Hey, it's a fucking restaurant down here."
He was like,
I've never
"Damn it,
stayed
there
at the
is. There's
Nugget.
not a
I've
lot
stayed
of
at the
places
Nugget
down
3 times in Vegas, but not in. I've never stayed at the Nugget in Reno.
It's like a little 5-star restaurant down there.
Well, shit, damn fuck.
Believe it or not, it's not even the same owners.
It's not.
But he
Did
said,
it used to be, or some weird shit, or
I don't know, honestly. I don't fucking know. But I know this because Jim, when he comes to Vegas, always stays at the Nugget. And he's coming to the barbecue. So when we were booking the rooms, I asked him, like, you got comps? Because he's got tons of comps.
right.
For Vegas
Yeah.
is just all comp, And he's like, no, the same people don't own it. It's a completely different Nugget. So,
A different crime family owns that one.
yeah, 100%.
Nugget has a bunch of meth heads out front organizing the rock beds on the side street near the 7-Eleven and Five Guys.
That's
Perfect.
good. Keep it nice and
Just
clean.
like living in California and seeing any business that's open.
Organizing the
Oh my
rocks.
God, bro.
Like color coordinating the rocks. This one's a little more dark gray than that fucking can.
Bobby, do you think you could count on both hands and toes how many times a homeless person has been passed out in front of your establishment?
Oh, I would need to use hands and toes for the ones that I physically was like, hey man, you gotta go. Like so there's we used to have like a carpet mat, like would be, in the door of your shop. We ended up having one outside the door of our shop. It just made it outside at one point, and then after it got a little fucked up, it just stayed there. A fucking car, it's that fucking thick, but that's plenty. Motherfucker was laying on it and it was wet. Like why? But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, dude. I'm all, hey man, you gotta go. He's like, why? I'm like, you need to get into my shop. You're in front of my door. You need to get here. I got a bottle of water for you, bro. You need to go. The dude gets up, and he had come from the fucking hospital that's like a mile and a half from here. He had the fucking thing on his arm, and fucking he was wearing the gown and like a filthy, now one side of it wet jacket. And it was like, I'm like, dude, here's a bottle of water. You should go back to that fucking hospital, man. You look like shit, and you're wearing a gown and a fucking big jacket. Like, It's like, oh,
Every
it's off that I woke him up. Oh, you're fucking kick people out. I'm like, kick people out? You're not even in, bitch. Like, you gotta go. Like, out the door. Fuck you.
That's literally every business in California.
I mean, it's any city, anywhere. There's no city in the fucking nation that doesn't have meth heads sleeping on people's fucking porches. But like, my porch is fucking weird. You're not hiding from shit. The building is a flat fucking wall with doors in it. You're not hiding from sunlight. You're not hiding from fucking rain. You're just it's fucking bright as fuck. There's lights like a motherfucker out there. There's like fucking 17 cameras in our parking lot between all of my cameras and my two neighbors' cameras. It's like, what the fuck? What we got here?
You might have went over this already, but which cars are you bringing up there, Bobby?
So John Nolte hates everybody, so he's not coming.
What the fuck? What'd you build that thing for?
Yeah, he built it because he hates everybody. He doesn't want to show it to him. He says, fuck you guys. That's what he told me.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'll have the guillotine, the eruption. Pretty sure Doug is bringing Slam Halen, but he may confirm on here. He may still be on. The Monkey Box. Brad's going to have the Fifth Element, the Mercedes. I'm pretty sure Eddie's going to come up with his Tesla, which is just a 215 build, but it's got 215Ks running those 215s. It's pretty wild.
How about the newer one that's like six-seater Neos? It looks like a sixth order or something.
Oh, the stereotype will not be there. He's up in Idaho, and making it all the way down for a one-day show would be really challenging for him. And he owns a couple of businesses. He's a busy fucking dude, but he gets out to all kinds of shit in his area. Like, I don't know if you guys see, he posts quite a bit of the things. He like finds like cars and coffees and shit and pulls up, and him and his son, I think they're really good at being like, hey guys, is it cool if we play the thing? It's kind of crazy, and not getting people to flip out at him. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he's just like, hey, you guys, fuck you. You know what I mean? I don't know. But like he's got that thing out quite a bit. Like almost every weekend he's out and about with it, which is really cool. So,
what has Buddy got going? I remember seeing he was
sponsored him another 10K and 615s.
Yeah. Hey, you guys never came for the fucking baffle?
Didn't have time.
No shit.
He just cut it by hand. He's running way behind right now. And he had that like weird headache behind his eye, so he like went home anyway because he's miserable as fuck. Yeah, so he's gonna be.
It feels like you got a fucking ice pick stabbing you from the inside of your fucking eye, right? Those are fucking bad, dude.
He'll be pushing it tomorrow, so enjoy yourself.
All right, boys. Well, I gotta go again. I'm gonna go work on the Explorer. My buddy Dan's here to.
Cool.
Do some shit. So
yeah, I say we. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go home. Ben, thanks for coming on. I'll look forward to seeing you in a couple days. Steve and fucking Memphis.
Dark Steve is back.
Dark Steve.
But, yeah, we're gonna pin it out of here, guys.
Fifth version of Steve.
Do you still have any? I do have some Relentless 15s. A few new ones. And a few reconed and a few that are used, and we're about to pull 12 of them out of the Soulgasm, and I'll be happy to give some killer deals on those. They're all in perfect working condition. They're very well broken in, and but I'll hook some people up. So anyway, yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I say we wrap this up. I'm hungry, and barbecue is going to be a good time, man. It's always one of the best shows ever, and looks like we'll have some pretty good weather and a bunch of rad fucking people. This is gonna be a good time. So,
oh yeah. All right, well, I'll see you guys there.
All right, kids. Love you. Bye. Be nice people. Fix your engine noise. Fucking be mean to people that fucking deserve it. That too. Fuck that shit. All right, kids. Yep. Later, Memphis.
Later.